Welcome back. I'm joined by Championship correspondent Pascal Lemaire to preview Friday's match between Millwall and Charlton. Pascal, start with the home side. We're sitting in the relegation zone, 7 points from safety now.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 draws in a row for them, so they ended their losing streak. It was 5 losses in a row before that, 2 draws recently. I mean, the most recent one against Brentford, that was very disappointing, the manner of that game, how it unfolded, because against Brentford, one of the top 6 at the time, it was always going to be a tough game for them, but they took a 2-0 lead, were looking pretty comfortable, and even at the 80th minute, I think they were still 2-0 up, and then Brentford go and score twice late on to get a point, and that really hurt Millwall, because like you say, 7 points, that's a big gap to make up with I think 8 games of the season to go. So this is a big game here, obviously a South London derby against Charlton. They really want to win this one, but it's no win in 9 now. They need to start picking up wins soon. Obviously Ian Holloway's now gone, Neil Harris is there, a club legend, all-time top scorer in the club's history, but you wonder if he's got enough managerial experience and about him to help them get up, and at the moment it looks like they don't really have a chance. Blackpool below them, they're definitely down, but Wigan, they're 2 points above Millwall at the moment, and Wigan look like the side, if any of them are going to escape it somehow, it's going to be Wigan at the moment, how things look. And Millwall, they haven't been helped recently. They lost Diego Fabrini, he was the loanee from Watford, who certainly he sort of goes on and off. He's quite a hot and cold sort of player, but he's got class, very skillful playmaker, but Watford cut his loan short there, so they could send him to Birmingham. Maybe they feel he'd have more of a chance to impress or see more of the ball with Birmingham, so losing him was a blow, because he was sort of a quite creative player and maybe offer you something that he didn't really have. But I think it's a crucial period of the season coming up now. Over the Easter weekend they have 2 home games, then the next game after that is also at home, so they've got 3 home games in a row here. It's just absolutely massive for them that they've got to try and get, you probably say Neil Harris will probably want 7 points, I reckon, 2 wins and a draw, unbeaten in 3 games at home, because in seasons gone by, the Den has always been quite a stronghold for Mill, but this season they've been really poor there, and deservedly they're in the bottom 3, and as it stands, like I said, 7 points, it doesn't look like they'll be getting out of it.
Moving on to Charlton, they're flying at the moment, form team in the league.
Yeah, top of the form table, they're doing superbly at the moment, 7 wins out of 9 games. Guy Luzon has really done fantastically, sort of in the last sort of month or so. He's doing a really good job. They're up to 11th in the table, last time out beating Reading 3-2 as well, and they're scoring a lot of goals. It's something they didn't do in the first half of the season. I mean, you talk about sort of game of 2 halves. I think Charlton's season's been sort of like a season of 3/3, because they had that unbeaten run at the start of the season where under Bob Peters they were a very solid team, didn't concede many but didn't score many either, and they actually had the longest unbeaten stretch out of anyone in the league from the start of the season. But then there was that middle period of the season where they started to tumble down the table. They weren't doing much, and that saw Peters lose his job, and then Luzon came in, didn't get off to the best start, but of late in the last sort of month or 2 they've been fantastic, scoring a lot of goals, 19 goals in the 7 wins they've had, so they scored 3 goals in a lot of those games as well. So they're doing fantastically at the moment, and certainly the way they've pushed up into the top half, there's no chance they can reach the playoffs. That's still too far off, because the top 8, they've really pulled away, but certainly it's looking good for next season, the way they're going at the moment. If they can build on that, sign some new players over the summer, and then go into next season with maybe their eyes on the playoffs.
So it's a must-win game for Millwall. Do you think they will win it?
I think I'm going to have to back Charlton here. Like I said, they've been, like you said, the form team in the league, doing fantastically at the moment. Millwall, they are unbeaten in 7 against Charlton, and Charlton's record of late hasn't been great. They haven't scored in their last 6 against Millwall. The last 2 games between the sides have been 0-0 draws, but I think at the moment they're just 2 different sides from sort of the recent years. Millwall really struggling, and Charlton absolutely flying, so I'm going to have to back them 2-1.
Sports are going for a 2-1 Charlton win.